In life, decision making is a very difficult part of our life. Making a decision that you feel at a certain age or a certain time is difficult, most especially on how society, the public, or our external circumstances or external will take it. In this case, we are looking at how Catherine Mugabi, took a decision to leave her employment. When I talk about employment, formal employment, to go and take care of her family. To the ladies out there, I know this is sometimes a very difficult situation to make or decision to make. We're going to have Catherine Mugabi take us through her story of how she took a drastic or stern decision to leave her employment to get back home. How did she make it? How did she triumph? And what support did she have as a wife, as a mother, as a sister of someone? You're most welcome, Catherine.
Thank you so much, Brian.
I hope I've pronounced your name very well, Catherine.
Yes,
Mugabi.
because it is English.
Yes.
So I like it to be pronounced well.
Catherine.
Catherine.
Wonderful.
Thank
So,
you.
Catherine, it's
Thank
my
you
pleasure
so
having
much.
you, and I'd like to appreciate you for accepting to be on my podcast.
Thank you.
And this podcast is to bring value. It's for benefit, value, and beauty
Right.
for somebody out there.
Right.
We have a lot of followers that really are inspired by stories of such people like you.
Yes.
So tell us, who is Catherine Mugabi?
Well, we're in the season of elections.
Yes.
I don't want people to think that I am an honorable, but I'm
Yes.
just to take you through. I'm just a simple girl, daughter, wife, and mother. In Africa, we don't count children, so I'll not mention how many children I have.
Yeah.
But I'm a mother, and I'm an entrepreneur.
Yes.
I am a counselor. I do marriage counseling, basically counseling. I'm a farmer. I'm so many things.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. And I love God.
Wow.
Yeah.
Above all.
Above all, I love God.
That's amazing, especially when you talked about marriage counseling,
Yes.
and which is very critical. I had a friend of mine who said they stopped marriage counseling.
Really?
Because you cancel the marriage, you bring them back together, they come and shout, they fight, they have separated, they have divorced. But after a week or two, you see them laughing in the same car, and you're embarrassed sometimes. You, the counselor. Yes.
You see, I've always told people that you have to have boundaries.
Yeah.
You have to mark your space. So as a counselor, you're not going to live into people's marriages. No, you give them the advice, you give them what you think will help them, and you make them, you leave them to make the decisions.
Whether they take the decision or not,
exactly.
It's not part of
you cannot make someone's decisions because, like you're saying, will decide for them and maybe say, I think it's better you take some time off and, give each other space.
Yeah.
Before you breathe, before you swallow your saliva, they are in each other's ears.
Yeah.
So what do you do? So the best thing to do is leave them, give them the advice, just communicate. What's important here is to communicate effectively, that each party will understand their role, so that they don't blame you when things go south.
Wow. That was just a snippet.
Yeah.
About the marriage counseling.
yes.
And yes, back to our topic now. Tell us, making decision is always difficult, and especially for the ladies out there.
Yeah.
I would want to know the time you took a decision to leave your former employment to go back home and take care of family. I know our viewers, most people are finding it very complicated.
Yes, it is.
To do. So tell me the courage. Where did you pick this courage as a young woman? I remember the tender age of which you will tell us, but you took a decision to be there.
Yeah.
So dive into that and listen.
Well, you see, I equate that, like to being on the sea and there's a storm. storms will never prepare you to be courageous, you know. And some of these things, life basically is like being on the sea. Life didn't prepare you to pick courage. There are things that are going to happen in your life, and you have no choice. You have to be courageous. You have to be bold to be able to face the world. So for me, the decision to quit my work, oh, by the way, I'm a trained journalist.
Yeah.
I, you know, I write. I'm a writer.
Yeah.
I worked for publishing. I was into publishing, and I also did a bit of TV production.
Yeah.
So I'm a journalist. I'm into communication.
Yeah.
So I was working for, really, I was into publishing. And you know what comes with publishing? There are timelines, there are deadlines.
Yeah.
You have to beat this deadline to submit maybe a bid or something like that. It's quite tedious.
Yeah.
And I reached a point when of course, when I got married, started having children, you know, raising a family. And I realized that my schedules were not tarrying with my work.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people who would get pregnant and be sick from day one to the 5th month, almost the 2nd trimester. So I was sick. And I don't know, I think there are very few bosses who will, you know, stand that you're calling in sick day in, day out. So it reached a point and it was too much. I remember one time in one of the places I was working, there was this young man, just as you know, there are, you know, different age groups. And he told me to my face and said, but, you know, you need to style up. I said, okay. He said, look at how other women are juggling it, are managing. You cannot be the only one. You can't be the first one to get pregnant. But look at how other people in the boardroom, see how are they juggling? How are they managing? And Brian, I just want to tell you that as a woman, I understand. I may not fully understand, but I know what happens with women. We are made differently. We have different bodies. We face different challenges, you know, hormones and things like that. So we cannot be the same. You know, the story of another woman can't be mine. I couldn't manage. So I realized that it would be best for me to either take off some days or take a break. And I first do one thing. But also another thing probably, and I know it will maybe so many people can relate. I almost lost my son to pneumonia. He was around 5 months, and I would leave him with, of course, a minder. But then I realized, I got to know that his milk was never warmed, the weather and things like that. Of course, children are different. I mean, I grew up in the village and we never fussed about sweaters and things like that. But so there's this one time I almost lost my son. He got so sick, he was admitted, and the doctor told, it was really scary. And plus so many other things that would happen at home. And so we had to sit down with my husband and make some decisions and say, you know what, how much money, how much are you getting out of, you know, from that job vis-a-vis what So we made an informed decision. And that's where, I know you're going to ask this, that's where I tell people that before you make a decision, you have to first weigh, will it work for me, or will it, you know, you have to put all those things into consideration.
Wow. I see that you had to involve your husband in this decision making. Was it did he accept it? Did he take it in very well, to accept a woman to be at the house and not working? Because I know you were bringing an income in the house. I know you were part of the contributor of running this house. So how did your husband take it? when you told him that I have to leave my job?
It's never easy. It's never easy to know that you're now going to live on one income. It's never easy. So it was, we weighed, like I said, we weighed all the things that were happening. And he came to a conclusion and said, I think it's best. He didn't really, and I know different people will look at it differently, but good enough. I was fortunate enough that he understood the dynamics of what we were in. And he
accepted.
He accepted.
How many years did you stay home?
Wow, many years, many years. And but so I think I didn't mention this. Even when we made that decision for me to stay at home, I'm a very creative person. That's the one thing. We decided that even at home, I'll be able to make something, to make some money in different ways, really. So I think that was it. That's where we met. That I'll stay home, but I'll be able to do something to at least meet my own needs.
So what did you do? Tell us. What were you doing at the house? I know you were taking care of the children.
Yeah.
But did you create some income as a homestay mother? What income was that?
I did so many things. I have done so many things. I remember the first thing, like I said, I'm very creative. I love to create things. From the time I was a young girl, I just loved to create things. So I love fashion. I love design. And I knew that I could put my skill to something and earn some money. So I started designing clothes. I don't know how to. I can't sit on a sewing machine, but I knew that if I came out with such and such a fashion and maybe go look for fabric, I can come up with very beautiful, beautiful clothing. So that's what I did. I had friends at the workplace. I really had referrals. So I would go to, wherever downtown, buy fabric and take to the tailor. I had a tailor. I still have that tailor because I still do it. And I would tell her, let's do this, let's design. And to this day, most people think that I actually am into that because I made quite office wear, and the chitenge had just come, it was trending. So I started doing that. Then also I opened up a children's salon. It was, those days, it was rare. And why did I do that? I had, of course, my firstborn is a girl, so I struggled with her hair. African hair, it's really nappy. So you take it to the salon, and I would see how they would pull her hair, and it was tears. And for us women, we love beauty at whatever cost. So I decided that what if I do this? I start up a business where it is an entirely children's salon. And so I started that. It was Mini-Me. It was called Mini-Me. I just know from staying home, I watched a lot of cartoons with my children. So I picked a character from the cartoons and I called it Mini-Me, from Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, Mickey Mouse.
Yes. So I started that salon, and it was beautiful. I had all the safe products. I had, everything around there was safe. A play area, and so those are some of the
As you
things
started
that
this salon, did you participate in the plating yourself, or you had to employ people?
Now, I don't know if you're going to, because now those are some of the things that we need to address. That as we start businesses, you've got to know, at least to have some knowledge about the business, because it's not enough to just say I've started business and then you yourself can't. So that's one of the things that where I messed up. I didn't know, really. I didn't know how to plait the hair. The best I could do is to wash maybe the children's hair and do a bit of blow drying. But I I couldn't play it. And I will tell you, just because I know you're going to ask, then what happened. That salon didn't go far because it really worked for some time, but there were challenges. And some of those challenges are what I would advise any other person. If you're going to go into a business, first do your research properly. You must have knowledge about the business, and then the financial knowledge. When I talk about knowledge, I'm talking about everything: finances, everything, management. So yeah, that's the thing I didn't do. Because you're saying I employed people, but you see, for me, because I didn't have that financial knowledge, I had to employ people who I paid little. The pay was so little.
So you brought people, you put up a very good business.
Yes.
Employed people who are same skilled.
Exactly.
Or underskilled.
Underskilled.
Cheaper for you to get more profit. So how long did this salon live?
It lived for about 3 years. 3 years. And no, I wasn't breaking even.
You weren't breaking.
And then the location also, those are the things I'm talking about: knowledge, research, the location, the people you're employing. You don't want to employ people just because you're paying them less. No, you have to do it professionally.
Yeah, I believe in starting of that salon, your husband put in money.
Oh, yes.
Supported you.
Yes,
and then in 3 years, you blew out the money. So as a wife, how did it go with you, your husband supporting you to start a business, and in 3 years, you didn't bring out anything, and you're back home with nothing?
He saw it coming. He saw it coming.
Yes.
You see, the thing is, that was, and he refers to it. For me, I look at them as lessons, and he keeps on saying, we learned the hard way. We learned the hard way. We didn't do A, B, C, D. We should have done it the other way around. So, it was just a learning experience.
Maybe you had also two people who didn't know nothing.
Well,
and you had to start something, because I always think that yes, somebody may be watching us here and say, maybe I fear to lose money. I lost money. I started business and the business failed, or I started business for my wife and the business went down, or I fear even to get money from my husband and the business goes down. I always tell people, I say, you need to go through the school of business. And if you choose to go through the school of business, that is part of it. What is important is, can you accept the loss? Can you accept that losing money is not the end of everything? And so many people are having that fear of not starting because they fear to lose. Myself, whenever I meet people and they say, I lost my business, I said, yes, it has to happen. Where did you go to school to learn that business?
Dust yourself and try again.
Even the businesses that are highly researched, by the way, they also fail. Did you know that?
They do.
They do. And they terribly actually fail.
They do.
Most of the businesses that have, put research and everything, at one point someone says, oh, the research was not right. Or something that he did was wrong. Or sometimes you have the good research, but you don't have the patience and the resilience to keep up the business. Maybe, should I say you are very impatient to wait for your business to break through?
I think that was it.
Because at 3 years, the business is still growing. So 3 years, you're going down instead of going up. So don't you think you lacked consistency or resilience to hold on to it?
I've come to learn that when you are doing business, there are so many things that must come into play. The resilience, the knowledge, all those things about business. And I was watching the news the other day, and the reporter was talking about some businesses not seeing their first, second birthdays. Okay? And what happens? Why is it that? Just like you're saying, it is lack of resilience, the fear, the fear of what's going to happen. I mean, look at what we went through the pandemic, Most businesses, I mean, they closed.
Yeah.
They didn't, they had to shut down. Some started, and I think I even imagine that some people had just opened, and then the pandemic happens, and then because of fear, they said, you know what, let's just down. I know so many businesses that closed, that shut down. And so what you're saying is right. I feel like that business could have thrived, okay, had we been more patient and maybe learned more, a few more things. Because it was really a good business. I had so many parents come in and say, finally, we have hours where our children can watch maybe good programs on TV. Because you know what happens. People are watching all kinds of things. And it was really good. But the patience, the resilience, and so I believe that it could actually have done better, and by now probably would have opened several branches all over the country. But things happen. But when you fail, you dust yourself and you try again
and move.
You pick up your broken pieces. So I didn't stop at that. I did so many other things. I went into farming. The farming is still happening. It didn't close.
It did close.
And
let's look at this. I know so many women suffer this. They suffer because they have attempted to do business. What do they suffer? Their husbands will sing the same story for the next 20 years on how he gave you his money, saved his money, gave it to you, and you crushed his money. So are you among the women or the ladies who have suffered that? How did you manage to convince your husband to accept that actually I took care of this business, but the business failed? Did you suffer that?
So you asked me about how it went down with my husband. I know how it works. And any other person, I mean, you don't want to put your money into something and it doesn't become successful. But when you have someone who believes in you and you also believe in yourself, you're going to pick up yourself and try again, right? I was telling you about Steve Jobs and all those people. The movies we see, they don't just happen. At times you don't look at the behind.
The story behind.
You don't.
We're always looking at the success.
I look at Jackie Chan's movies. He always gives the behind the scenes. And oh my God, I don't know how many times that guy has hurt himself and he's saying, "Ooh," and so life is like that. We can't live life constantly. There's going to be challenges. The moment you just give up, we are, because we have hope. Because we have a will to say that tomorrow is going to be better. You can't just stop living and saying, no, now I'm done with business because the first one failed. I mean, look at all these successful businessmen in Uganda. I mean, they started driving cabs and started probably with, hawking stuff. And up to now, it's not that they don't have challenges. I know there are so many who have really had challenges, but have they stopped? No, they haven't. So we were there. He believed in me. I believed in myself.
I want you to be sincere.
Yes.
I know it happens. Okay, tell us. I know a man cannot put money somewhere and he cannot just say, my wife, the business is no more, get back home. Tell us that moment. Bring it out to us. I don't think it was a bed of roses.
No, it wasn't.
Yes. Where did you find difficulty to convince him as a man? Because I am a man, so I know. Where did you? And I know sometimes wives can always, do whatever they want. At some point, they get to our nerves.
Yes, I know.
I know at one point you got to the nerves of your husband. So bring it us in camera and say, here. Wow, it was tough for me with my husband because of this.
Even when someone believes in you, okay? There are those moments where you say, but what happened? What happened to this and what happened to this? So, of course, we had those moments of, but look, Kathy, we invested this amount of money and are you sure? So for him, for whatever you're going to do next, he wants to be sure that you know what you're going to do and you have it's all laid it out. It's all laid.
Not to repeat the mistakes.
Yeah, not to repeat. And I told you that we've learned with time, we've learned from our mistakes. The financial, that knowledge is so important. And I'll tell whoever is, maybe you out there and you want to start a business, first study. Do some studying, okay? It's important. It's really important to know, okay, I'm going into this. I'm going to, I don't know, whatever business. It's very important to know the dynamics of that business. Because sometimes we look at successful businesses and you don't know where they've been. You don't know that the first year was full of losses. But it was, let's just try. Let's push it. Let's push it. Yeah.
And everybody has encountered a loss. Every great entrepreneur has encountered loss. And loss is part of entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
If you're out there and you want to, to join entrepreneurship, loss should be first on your on the challenges that will be encountered. But what matters is yes, getting lost is okay, but what matters is how you pick up yourself. You know, as an entrepreneur, once you're not aware of loss, of losing business or going down again, then you're not an entrepreneur. And I think every journey we take, there must be a loss, because sometimes you're not in control of situations or circumstances. Myself, of course, I'm in Bravo Shoes. I would like to appreciate those who support Bravo Shoes for all your school shoes. Please, we're happy and thank you so much for supporting us. As a brand as well, we've also gone through the tough times. COVID, schools were closed for 3 years, and we battled it. We battled it, and we're still standing. We're happy that we're still standing. But I know that all these times are always there. The hardest times are the times when you have to take a decision to hang on.
To hang in there, hang in there. And so if I take you back to, staying at home and informal employment, I have had talks with several ladies and men. Did you know that they are stay-at-home fathers?
Yes,
did you know that?
Yeah, we're starting to have them now.
Well, but they're there.
They are there, and but do they really stay home?
There are some I know
who
are
really
we're
calling the unemployed fathers unemployed men. I think you're trying to turn the unemployed men into stay-home fathers.
Whichever way.
Yes.
But I just wanted to say that you were talking about picking yourself and bouncing back. And for the years that I stayed home, my mind was constantly, the questions I had in my mind was, how do I bounce back? Because even then, and we're just talking, I know we're talking about entrepreneurship, but even decision, because we're talking about decision making. Being at home, it took a decision. But there are so many things that happened there that I wish now, if I had known, I would have done otherwise. Picking yourself up, how do you bounce back? After 5, 6, 10 years of not being employed, how do you bounce back? You have to pick yourself up. But before that, there are things we must do. And now to the stay-at-home mothers and parents, he said they are unemployed men. Well, whatever it is. Whatever. But I just wanted to say that there are things that we can do to keep us afloat. Whether it's business, whether it is, whatever it is, whatever in life, there are things, it's just a rule that we need to do to keep afloat. Number one is value addition. Value addition is vital. Because for those years that I stayed home, by now I would be a PhD. You'd be introducing me as Professor Catherine Mugabi, Professor. But I didn't do that. So I was comfortable with my bachelor's, I could have gone back to study. And that's the one thing I'll tell people, that even as you make that decision to probably go home or to add value, is it a business or you want to start a business, first get value addition. Add some value. Do a short course. you know.
Yeah.
Get as much knowledge.
These days, courses are all over on the internet.
All over,
Even
online,
nowadays,
yes.
some time ago, where we couldn't find unless you walk to a university.
Exactly.
You can study while you're home.
Yeah. And you see now, it's easy for a mother who is at home. I can say easy. Okay. It's not even easy, by the way, because you're working from morning to evening. Okay. So it's, I actually wanted to correct that when people are staying home, it's not that they are seated on the couch and watching telenovelas. No. I mean, maybe some do, but I know that it's work.
Yeah.
So even as you do that, remember that you have yourself, okay? You have yourself to support yourself. No one is coming to support you. I mean, I could have gone to school, but I was so busy in other things. So I could have by now be having 1, 2, 3 degrees. But also, so
at least you got more children.
Yeah, well, I got more, and I'm really grateful. I'm really grateful for, of course, for my children, and it is something. But value addition. Then number 2, the proper planning and management of your time.
Yeah.
You see, those children you're raising, at a certain point, they are going to leave you.
Yeah.
They are going to. I mean, my last born right now is in middle somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, middle school.
Yeah.
And nobody's at home as I speak right now. So then the time management, what do you do when the children have gone? What do you do? So we need to think about those. Let's not think about just today over making this decision, whether it's entrepreneurship, whether it is whatever it is. Let's think about, let's look beyond. Beyond the time that you are looking at. What's going to happen in the future? You know. So proper management of our time. There are things, those are things I feel I could have done better. By now, I would be so far. So far.
But nevertheless, you've walked the journey.
I would be in the Forbes magazine.
Yeah, sure. Now, if I'm to ask again, before you took that decision, I know it's your husband and you, but you have a family behind. So tell us, how did your family? How did your family? Because sometimes I know there are so many women out there who they want to believe in their husband, but the family sets them behind because look, the family took you to school, paid school fees for you. They expect you to be the breadwinner of your family, contributing your family, the other side. But here you're deciding to stay home. And your father comes up and tells you, an African father, and says, my daughter, I paid for you school fees. I expect you to be with a great job as a CEO somewhere. So how did you go through that with your family and with your friends as well?
That's a tough one. Actually, I think that was the toughest. That was the toughest. You see, when I have children and I expect, not that I don't expect them to take care of me in the future. I mean, they live for them. Me and you had a discussion earlier and said, whatever they do, it's for them. It's not for me. It's not going to be for me. I can't expect my children to, but you have expectations out of your children. You believe they are going to probably, to study, get a good job, and also stand to be counted in the society. Now, when that doesn't happen, you're disappointed as a parent. Now, my father was an educationist and, politician. And let me tell you, every time I went home, it was, so what are you doing now? Because I told him, I said, I've taken some time off to, to raise a family. Now, my father he wasn't born yesterday. He believed so much in hard work. He believed in, building up yourself, building yourself up. Because he was self-made. He never inherited nothing. He's self-made. And so it really bothered him that I was at home. And he would ask, so what are you doing? Good enough, like I said, I'm a journalist. I had some time I would freelance with a New Vision. I would write for the New Vision. And so I would just find something to tell him, like, you see, now I also write for the New Vision. And I would say, but what's your job? What are you doing? So every time I went home, and May he rest in peace. And it bothered me. I could feel, I could sense, I could feel that he was disappointed because he believed so much in me.
Because he paid school fees for you.
Paid fees. And my sisters, I mean, I was raised by a number of people, my sisters, my father. So all of them, I'm the last born at home. So all of them, no, I'm the second last. All of them believed that I was, you understand? So when that didn't go the way they expected, I would get phone calls. So when are you going to start working? When are you going to, so that was a problem. But also there's society, there's society. There's the tag that they put on, especially women who are working from home. For me, I don't look at myself as a stay-at-home mother, because when you say stay-at-home, it means it has a different, But I was working from home because, like I told you, I did business. I was engaged in so much, so I was working. But society. I remember one of the TV stations when they were just looking for people, scouting for people to work on that TV station. They had to go to Nairobi for training. And one of the people who worked there came and told me and said, Kathy, because we studied with them to the uni, and said, you've decided to throw away your books. And that hit so bad. You've decided to just throw away your books. You're taking care of children. And I was like, oh my God. I was on the crossroads. I didn't know what to do. But I'd already made this decision, which I couldn't. It was too early to change. So society. And then of course you have relatives. I mean, relatives, extended family, they'll call you all sort of names. They look at you like you're lazy, you don't want to work. Yet you have been working from morning to the time. In fact, you're the last to go to bed because you have to put everything. You're the CEO, you're the accountant, you're the HR because you're the hiring people. There's so much going on. So it's really hard. It was really, really hard to convince people that, I'm not formally employed, but I'm actually doing something. So for me,
up to date, it's hard to convince people.
It's very hard.
But nowadays there's online working. People are working from home.
Exactly.
But they labor to explain to people that, please, my office is at the house.
But let me tell you something. When the lockdown happened. So when the lockdown happened, I was not really happy, but I was like, now people know what it means to work from home. I had started a foundation, an organization called Stay Work at Home and Parenting Foundation in 2017, way before COVID happened. And I was really to empower people who are working from home not to give up. Because there's also that, what do they call it? The stigma of, you don't have a job and things like that. So I wanted people who are working from home to believe in themselves and continue and even work harder. Because what's important is for you have an income, So when COVID happened, people understood what working from home means. Because it was online, nobody was moving, and it worked. Isn't it? People were working things, and we had so many innovations, among them Zoom and what else? Teams and all those things. Yes, exactly. So you can innovate. You can be as innovative as that person working in office. I think for me, what I would encourage people to do is focus. Focus on what you're doing and do it so good. If whatever business, if it's farming, if you're raising cows, do it so well. Do it professionally.
And be the best and look forward to being the best.
Exactly. There's a sister friend of mine called Grace, Boji, and she's into goat farming. Oh my God.
In Masaka.
Oh, Grace is something. She is professional. She's just a farmer. But the way she does her business.
I know Grace started many years ago.
Many years ago. And see, so she inspired me to start some goat rearing. I have a few goats that I'm rearing, but she told me, Kathy, this is your work. And you cannot believe what she has achieved. I mean, she's now international, you know. So whatever we do, whether you're at home, in office, let's do it so well that people will come looking for you.
Yes.
Okay? So for me, I'm not sorry about it. And I said, I mean, with my head high, that I was at home for some years, I took off some time, and it paid off. But above all, seeing my children flourish. Because, I mean, when you go to school and they tell me, we know whose parents are present. And I'm not by any means saying that those people who work, no. Parenting is parenting. Because you can work and also be absent. You can even be at home and be absent, you know. So I think for me, it's whatever you're doing,
Be there.
do it so well. And it pays. For me, the greatest fulfillment is seeing my children flourish, and the moments, the priceless moments that we have shared. I can't take them for granted. I can tell you, I'm at every soccer, my kids play soccer. I am there. I'm that mom's, you know, moms in stands. I'm one of those. I am all the time, I'm there, cheering wherever they go, whatever tournament, I'll go.
Wow, that's
so for
amazing.
me, it's fulfillment.
That's amazing. Kudos to the parents who are doing great work there, especially the mothers. Of course, the mothers
and the fathers.
And the fathers are there. Some you put the word some. Yes, we are improving actually.
Yes,
fathers
exactly.
now we have improved actually. It's modernity now. Now looking at I know you've done farming, you've done a lot of businesses, but one of the businesses that moved me is about your A&B. A&B business, because I have been following you for some good time. And I said, no, I should talk to Catherine, because I know so many people have invested in this business for A&B. Others don't even know how it works. I don't know how it works myself. And I was asking myself, are the lodges turning into A&B or the hotels becoming the A&B? So what's turned into A&B? And what drives you into this business of A&B? Did somebody motivate you? Did you choose it as one of the most moving businesses in Uganda? So what made you choose to start business of A&B?
Well, like I'm very creative. I'm a very creative. I love to create things. I love to create spaces. In my house, I'm always creating things. I love unique. I love things that are unique. So it's, yes, of course, I mean, whoever goes into business is looking for money. So I was looking for money, but more so, sometimes when I travel, and it doesn't matter whether it's out of the country or within, wherever you go, you want to stay in a comfortable place. I had challenges. I don't know whether it's an OCD. I don't know whether it's a challenge or, but when I go to sleep somewhere and I don't feel comfortable, my time is ruined. Because I'll then eat. I'll start thinking about different things. You talked about lodges. You know what happens. So I'll start thinking about different things. So I wanted to create space, you know, space where a family can come and just enjoy themselves. Clean, safe, safe spaces. I'm talking about, when talking about safe spaces, I'm talking about, you know, the fumigation, the disinfecting the places. And so I was looking for a place like that from my own experience. I just wanted to give out. I love experiencing. I love travel. But I want to travel in comfort. So it's what I was looking for, to get, yes, an income, but also to create a space that is safe, that is comfortable, clean for the people out there. So that's where that's how I went into Airbnb. Of course, it's now in Uganda. It started out there in those developed countries, and people are looking for places where they can stay, where they can have short stays and away from the hotels, because hotels can be a bit confining. People are looking for spaces where they can be, if it's a family, where they can just come and have vacation and fix meals, you know, and fix meals for themselves at whatever point, at point of their convenience. So That's what really got me.
Airbnb's a competition to the hotels. Did Airbnb come in to really change how hotels behave? Because I'm seeing that every business has got its own competitor, and I think Airbnb has come in to compete with these hotels. So how do you find the business of Airbnb? How do you find it? And if somebody who is watching and wants to start the same business,
Yeah.
What would they need to start an Airbnb business? By the way, guys, we are doing our recording at the Airbnb at her Airbnb,
Siona Residences.
Siona
Yes.
Residences.
Yes.
Siona Residences is found just in the middle of the city, Rubaga Road. After, as you're going to which church is this?
Miracle Center.
Miracle Center.
Yes.
Just on the right. If you're from the town, after the market,
Yes.
the building that is next, that is where
Siona
Residences and apartments. And you'll be amazed by how beautiful, how clean, how smart this place is.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Brian.
Yeah.
So I don't want to be chased from people's hotels because I love to also go to the hotels. But I think it is a smaller version of a hotel, really, because we almost offer the same service, but smaller. The smaller version, more convenient, because hotels, they are good, but this is okay. Let's just say it's an alternative. It's an alternative, and it's. I mean, Airbnbs can give hotels a run for their money. But I believe that everyone has their space. Okay, there are people who, for example, there are people who will say, no, I can't stay in an Airbnb because I don't want to cook. I've just come to relax. I don't want that hassle
of suffering. You're from
suffering,
your house suffering,
and
you're in the Airbnb and also suffering. Then you have to cook again. You have to lay your own bed.
So most people prefer things done for them.
Yes.
Whereas if you have a family like mine and you want to go for vacation, you have boys. I'm a mother of boys and one daughter. You have boys who are going to just be so loud. They are playing their PS or something and they are so loud. Now it's very difficult to contain people in a hotel, Whereas in Airbnbs, for example, here, it's a 3-bedroom apartment. You have a living room, you have a kitchen to yourself, you have the bedrooms, everyone is just in their space.
And I was moved, I was amazed by the washing machines.
Yes. So there's convenience. You can run your own laundry, you can fix your own meals at whatever time. So I think everyone has their own space. It depends on the user. Some find it user friendly. So that's where Airbnb falls.
Many people have put these it's called
Airbnb.
Yes.
Bed
that
and
word
breakfast.
is not easy for me. And what I've loved about your place is that you chose in the middle of the city.
In the middle of the city.
Most people want to go far away from the city. Why did you choose put this Airbnb and whatever at Rubaga Road, just close to the city? Yes.
Have you ever traveled and you get stranded and you can't go to the outskirts, right? Now, for us here in Africa, in Uganda, we have issues of traffic jam. Okay. You've come from a long journey. Let's say you're coming from Barara, you're coming from Gulu. You just want to find somewhere to rest. Okay. Or you've come from the airport. And you can't start. It's already hard enough. You mean after a long journey, you want to relax. So I thought that there must be that person who just wants to come from the bus and go straight into, and get rest. There's that person who has come from the airport straight and then be able to run their errands in town. Okay? Because they're businessmen who will come from far places. They just want to come to Kampala, do their businesses around town without necessarily going to the outskirts and then go back. But also we have tourists. They don't want to go into, they just want to stay around. And the good thing about this place is that we have several places where you can go to. We are near the kingdom of Buganda.
Yeah.
There's so much, the Kasubi tombs. There's so much to see. The kingdom headquarters.
Yeah.
We have the Gaddafi Mosque here.
Yeah.
We have a very big church, Miracle Center, Cathedral here, around here. So there's so much really to look at, but also accessibility.
Yeah.
Accessibility. You don't want to start moving all over the place.
Yeah.
So this place is just like 5 minutes away from town.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why.
How do you manage the noise? Somebody will say, "Wow, it is in the middle of town. It's at Rubaga Road. Isn't it noisy?" How do you manage noise here?
As long as you're in here, the noise is really minimal.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you looking for places, I mean, when you go out to maybe vacation or something, there are places. If you want a very quiet place, there are also places to go to.
Yeah.
But there are people who don't mind a little sound.
Yeah, it's
you
not
know,
even there.
it's minimal, and it's for as long as I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
And at night I can sleep because the sounds are going to be there. During the day, it's going to be there. Vehicle is passing. But at night, it's very calm. It's very calm.
Yeah. As a female entrepreneur, I know you may have encountered challenges in running businesses. And the business I'm talking about is the Airbnb, whatever.
Yes, Airbnb.
Airbnb. Sometimes it challenges me.
It's okay. Yeah.
If you get what challenges have you got in running this business? And if somebody out there would want to also venture into the same business, what do you think? What should they be aware of before I invest in my money?
I think, okay, not I think, really. The truth is that every business has its own challenges.
Yeah.
Now, businesses also have peak seasons, okay? Yeah. There are times when you will run dry and you don't have guests come in for a number of days, a couple of days. And yet there are times when you'll be so flooded and you don't even know what to do. You're calling up other Airbnbs and like, do you have space? Can you take up these people? You know? So businesses have peaks. They have their peaks, they have their lows. So that's the one thing we should all know, that there are those moments that are going to be there. And you just have to hang in there like any other business. Even hotels. I have gone to hotels where you are probably the only guest, or like there's a handful of guests, and yet it's such a big, establishment. It's very common. And in my mind, I'm asking, how are they coping? So it's just a matter of being patient and resilient and finding other ways and being creative. For example, there's so much that can happen here. We do podcasts here. And also we are now reaching out to people who want to shoot movies. There are those movies that don't require large spaces. So you have to devise means of surviving. This world, it is survival. It is really survival. So create ways to make ends meet, at least to pay the utilities. And so it's basically that.
And now when it's coming to elections, Uganda is going through elections. I know that the travel, few people will be traveling to the country because of the elections. So how prepared are you to go through all these months until March next year?
So we have, Ugandans, and interestingly is that Ugandans are they are good people. They are fun-loving people. Let me tell you, you cannot break a Ugandan. Do you know that? I saw that in COVID. They looked down, everything wasn't, but people were the bypass, northern bypass, and walking and living. And they created things. So the thing I love about Ugandans is that they never give up, So we have Uganda. I've had people here who just come and say, you know what? I'm tired at home. I just want to come and relax. And the thing is that when you want to relax, we'll say, okay, we'll talk and say, okay, we can actually make for you. We have an in-house chef. We can make for you meals. We can do your shopping. Whatever you want, we'll go run the errands for you. So that's another way of even doing business. If I do for you an errand, you have to, it's at a cost, So there are those Ugandans. There are those people who just are looking for spaces to go relax. And as you see this place, we've I have hosted bridal entourages. They just come here because we're near a church, we're near Namirembe, we're near Miracle Center. So people come here and they, you know, they prepare themselves from here. They do their salon here. So that in the morning they don't have to have, you know how brides wake up like at 2 in the morning. So when you sleep here,
actually I've seen the brides to be. I've seen this place is very nice. For the whole entourage to come and sleep here.
Everyone,
the maids and the and you know and do your thing and get out. Especially those who are actually, if you live next to, maybe you're going to have your church at Namirembe, or
at Miracle Center.
It's a nice place where you can come and actually do your makeup and everything in this Airbnb. Very accessible.
You can even take pictures, your photography here.
It's amazing, guys. It's an amazing place. You need to just check it out for yourself, and then you'll know what we're talking about. So if somebody comes in here and I would want to maybe have no means of transport, do you have means of transport in this place? Because I've seen some places where they have they provide a car. The car is there. My role is to fuel the car. Maybe you give me the car, then maybe if I need a driver, I pay for the driver and fuel the car. Is that service available without you hiring me the car, but making my work easier on so that I'm able to stay at your place?
We're putting certain things in place. But we also have an arrangement. If you have that, if you want that kind of arrangement, we can also, what we do is that we bring services closer. If it's, so you asked about the transport. Even that, we can arrange for that. And you,
as long as you're a guest.
As long as you are a guest.
Fuel your car.
As long as
your driver. Somebody can give you the car.
We will have an arrangement. For most of the things, there are people who come in here and they do not know anywhere. They can't get food. So we have, even right now, we have people who deliver, we have different eateries that will deliver things. So our job is to bring the services closer. And as you see, we're in the center, really, in the middle of Kampala. So it means that it's not hard to get most of these services.
Wow. As an entrepreneur again. The woman who is watching us today, there is a woman out there that has money. When I talk about money, she has the money, but she feels she can't move to do anything. But she would love to create something. What would you advise a woman who is a stay-home mother, but has access to income, has access to money, and would want to start up a business?
You see, knowledge is everything. Knowledge is everything. Money, you can have all the money, but when you don't have the knowledge, that money will be useless. So I told you that in 2017, I founded that organization of Stay at Home and Parenting Foundation. So what we do, it's a platform, really. We come together, different people, especially women. I am so passionate about a woman who is working from home. And so we come together and have discussions. We have mentors, you know. I didn't say he's a mentor, really. He will take you through the do's and the don'ts of business. And he's running a very successful business, Bravo Shoes. And I'm so inspired. I was telling him that I started going there so many years ago. Did you say 25 years now?
I've been there for 25 years.
25 years. So such a person, I mean, when you have discussions with such a person, they will tell you the do's and the don'ts, and even the venture, the business, the different business ventures to invest in. So it's good. I told you I started a salon, and I didn't consult a lot. Had I consulted, someone would have told me
the do's and the don'ts.
Employ this and this, be professional. I had everything, everything. So the issue is to get as much knowledge, get onto platforms where they're talking about these business startups, and but also get people. We are here, for example, the platform is there. We can connect. We can connect you to people who we believe, depending on whatever business you want to do. We can connect you, you know, and there's so much we can do.
Yeah.
I'm that one person who no longer believes that someone should really employ me.
Yeah.
I love employment, but when I put one and two together, I feel like God created us with so much wisdom that we can create. We can do so many things. So for a woman that's out there and you would like to do something, reach out to us. There are so many people like Brand Bravo Shoes, so many people that can mentor you and tell you the do's and the don'ts.
Wow. Wow. Thank you so much, guys. It's a pleasure. And
it is.
It's very, very honored hosting Catherine. And Catherine, before we get to our last point, which we end, I would like us to look into the camera, give an offer to the two women. What are you ready to offer to two women that are watching, that are in their house and would want to tap into your potential? Give us an offer.
Okay. Number one, really, I love sharing. I love to share. So I love, giving someone time is also investment.
Absolutely.
When I sit down with you and we discuss and we go through the different issues, I know I've been there. There are so many things to talk about. You want to invest, you're stressed at home. I know there's a lot of, at times we devalue ourselves. We don't have the morale to go on. But if you come and we share, if you come and talk, I'm ready to invest really my time. To
Wonderful.
those two ladies that that will reach out, that I'm ready to just sit down and hear your story and we share. Let me tell you, sharing is the biggest information, that thing that you can offer someone. So that time, I'll be able to give you my time, even if it's a day, and then we go through all these dynamics.
Wow. Thank you so much. If you're a lady out there, we're going to give only an offer of two ladies who will get to us, and then Kathy will mentor you. She will mentor you as a mother who also took a decision to leave your employment, or you're even planning to leave employment. Could you please contact us? And I'm sure I would would you mind giving out your number? Because this is business as well. For those who want Airbnb, those who will contact you. She doesn't have a website yet. It is in development, and these are things I've also told her to put in place for the website to check it out, and her socials also will be coming on soon. But she can share her contact, get to her for business, and for the ladies who would want to be mentored. Share your story. Among those stories, she will pick two ladies that she will be able to mentor and put them somewhere. Thank you so much. Give us your number.
But before I give the number, also I know there's ladies out there who have stories that they would want to share. Now we have someone out, some brand here who can take your story. I know there are those stories that would inspire people. So if you're out there and you want your share, you want to be heard, you want your voice to be heard, reach out to us. You contact us on 0787 787454. 0787 787454. And this is Siona Residences. You can check it out. It's Brian is working on all of these things, and it's going to be out there. Otherwise, thank you, and God bless you.
Wow, thank you so much. It is Siona Residences. And located at Rubaga. Rubaga is just after the market. You see Rubaga
Miracle
Center. Then after Miracle Center, when you're from Kampala, after the market, the next building.
It's also on Google.
It's also on Google. Wonderful. Check it out on Google as well, and you'll be able to find the location here. Please contact her as well. And then also, if you have the story out there, as you said, please bring out your story. Contact me, DM me, wherever or whichever platform you're getting me. Maybe LinkedIn, TikTok, or Facebook. Thank you, and enjoy our next podcast. Thank you.